Good evening, folks. It is Matt Rogers. It is now the 2nd of February 2025. Now, like I stated last night, I went out to the early hours of the morning and captured some amazing pieces of evidence. A huge blue star that appeared through the night sky, deep in space. It looks as if this object is heading our way, folks. Heading deep into our solar system. Please examine the pictures. Now, with the calculations by taking the video evidence and the particular pictures from last night to the early hours of the morning, these pictures are quite blurred. Only because deep in space, as towards the further reaches of our solar system, the technology with a lens from far, far away will start to blur out things. So in astronomical units, I do not know how far away this object is. Multiple objects moving through space, heading towards us. Please take a look very carefully at this broadcast. Now, this particular picture was taken around 2 a.m. towards the night sky, the star system Capricorn. Something again appeared, something very blue, space debris, space dust. It shows up now very closely. Now, indeed, let me just zoom into the particular picture. I was absolutely shocked when I saw this. You notice again the space debris surrounding the object. Deep in space, folks. This blue refraction of light behind where we see the space body. Could this be the blue Kachina, folks? I mean, again, something heading our way as the blue shift of light. Very important capture. I've got some video evidence of this anomaly formation as well. Again, it could be a huge asteroid, but in particular as well, asteroids don't show this blue colour spreading out deep in space. Look at the asteroids, folks. This telescope is doing its job now, folks, and we're seeing something incredible. When I say the star system Capricorn, it is indeed in that vicinity of space, in that area view sight. Notice how the object looks as you can see it moving through space. Space debris, all this dust surrounding the object to the area to the left hand side of the particular picture, space dust. Millions and millions of miles of trash. Could we be seeing Wormwood Star? This is the photo, folks. It is definitely moving. This is the video footage. So, zooming out towards space, to star systems, and then the camera picked up something incredible. Moving objects will always show as well by the telescope. On the computer, it will pick up a reading and then alarm the sound to say something is moving in space. So again, look at the incredible picture, folks. Noticing that the formation is genuine. I'm going to now play the short video to show you what I captured. Notice how the object is moving through space. Look at the size of this object, folks. It seems to be tumbling through space. Look at the space debris of the object. Notice as well to the central area of the formation. Indeed, it looks like a huge asteroid, a large space body, a piece of rock. Let me just zoom back as well to show you the characteristics of this object. You can still see to the center of the formation, it is showing this yellow haze right close to where we see the space rock. The fiery dragon. The fiery object. Now, like I stated as well, that this object seems to be heading towards us. Because the object you can see is not moving away from us. This is where this object is heading down. Clearly, it is heading in front, like towards us. I'm just rewinding the video evidence. I've got some more video evidence of this space rock as well. I'll show you just in a few moments. But again, that is incredible what we're seeing here now. Something deep in space. People state as well of the Hoppy, the blue Kachina, folks. Indeed, that looks deep blue of the photograph. Okay, I'm just going to show you this part of the video as well. So again, the quality of the video, if it was very much closer to us, we will get more of an incredible capture. But this object again is so far away, but it looks like it's becoming closer. Just gonna play the video as well in slow motion as the telescope caught it in real time. Look how it tumbles. Can you see how it's tumbling? This large space body. Incredible capture. Whilst capturing the actual footage early hours of the morning on the 2nd of February 2025, we also captured again the incredible rotation of this formation. We were straight on it, folks. We wouldn't let it go. So indeed, let me just show you how it rotates. Notice where we see the black area view sites where we can see the object of interest. Surrounding it as well like a ball of fire, and this blue refraction of light showing up towards the outer area of the formation of the celestial body, tumbling through space. Just absolutely mind-blowing evidence, folks. Something again of deep interest of a space body tumbling through space. Notice all the space debris that is coming off this object. What could we be seeing here is very interesting. Something for our community to have a think about. Something of a huge object, a heavenly body moving across space, heading towards us. Okay, let's look at the next capture. This was about 5 minutes just after the other captures that you just noticed as well, on the same early hour morning. I'm going to just play the evidence to see how this object is moving. Notice above the space debris. I hope the scientific establishment is going to see this piece of evidence, because we all have the right to know what this object is. Very, very important evidence, folks. Okay, what I did was I used another lens as well with the telescope to be able to get more of a colourful, clearer shot. And indeed, I'm going to buy more lenses to be able to pick up the more of the characteristics of this space body, or other space bodies that we've been seeing. But this object is very, very important. Notice how the object is showing like wings to either side, as you can see the formation in front of it. Now, again, I do not know how fast this object is moving through space, but again, it's moving forwards. You can see the blue refraction of light, the blue shift of light with the incredible capture. Now I'm going to just show you the movement of the object by just reversing the video footage and then just bring it down to show you as well. These telescopes are amazing, folks. We're capturing something very interesting. And then to this area here, you can see again the space body and the blue refraction of light. Indeed, this could indeed be the blue Kachina, folks. Or it could be just some other space body moving across space. But again, it's very unusual to be able to capture something moving towards us, because a lot of asteroids and comets that we see, to where we see ground zero, towards upon the star system, like a object moving diagonally, or an object again moving away from us. But this huge object is moving towards, in front. just another very important capture of this space body. Okay folks, now just about half an hour into picking up this object as well, moving across space, it's becoming larger in view sight, and also, just like I explained in the beginning of the video, there is another object, two of these objects moving through space, the appearance of the second object to the right hand side, towards where we see the first object, to the foreground, to the left hand side. So indeed, what are we noticing here? Two space objects tumbling through space, huge asteroids, or could we be seeing heavenly bodies moving through space, heading towards our world? Let me just reverse the footage as well to show you as well that both images are very real and also moving through space, heading towards our solar system as the crossing our solar system. Okay folks, now what we did first was again taking video evidence, which we do. We zoom into objects multiple times to check what they are first before broadcasting onto video. It's so important because again we could be pointing out to some object that could indeed be space debris from some kind of satellite, broken satellite or something else. So carefully we examine the pictures, and these objects that we are viewing on the screen indeed are way out there deep in space. Now I'm going to show you using the other telescope of the same objects, but we can see them further away of a distance as the lens will not create the pictures like we saw just then. So let me just show you this, because these lenses are less advanced but again incredible. You can see the two objects moving through space. They look like stars. I mean, many people down at ground zero will look up and think these are just shooting stars or space debris, asteroids or satellites. They're not, folks. There's something else, deep in colour blue, way out there deep in space, moving together like huge asteroids. What do you think they are, folks? Other technology as well with telescopes zoomed in as much as it can to showing these strange orb formations, but then when we zoom into with the new telescope we pick up something very, very important. This evidence, again just going back to the Vixen telescope, very clear video evidence of a huge space rock moving through space. See, again, talking about the other telescope, which again was not as advanced, still a very good telescope. But again, with the telescopes and technology that those across the world, the SPT telescope down in Antarctica, and the binocular telescope they use as well, in infrared, and other telescopes all across the world in Chile, China, they're picking up objects. They must be seeing this object now, as we're picking it up with a high-performance telescope here in the United Kingdom, and sending the message out to the United States. Very kind people out there working very hard with channels, noticing an increase of space rocks and fireballs. This object, folks, is coming towards us. The blue shift of light, you can see clearly that something is increasingly showing up and has, where we can see the appearance of wings moving across space. See, when I got back home I was able to highlight the video evidence and the pictures, noticing again by highlighting the photography you can see the cloudy dust formation in space, but where we can see the characteristics of the object, this blue haze behind it really got to me, folks. And noticing this area view side where we can see a space rock, it is so clear to notice now that we could indeed be seeing the blue Kachina. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to track the object and try and pick up the coordinates and also how far away is the object in astronomical units. It is so important towards us here on Earth. See folks, when we first saw it, it looked like a huge explosion. And then, noticing it, it became greater in size, and then we saw the space rock in front of it. So this picture was taken first of the strange anomaly formation. And then it became like this. A round circular object in deep blue with the apparition of a white characteristic object or formation to the left hand side. But we started to notice the huge space rock in front of it. So please leave a comment below the video as we keep checking and keep showing the pictures. Keep pointing the telescope is so important for the community. So indeed, on this particular broadcast, I've picked up some very small pieces of information by zooming out and noticing something moving deep in space. Strange formation like an orb that appeared early morning rise as well, with the appearance that it's closer into our skies. But this object is very, very important and very interesting. I'm going to continue to track it as well. In the star system of Capricorn, something of interest. It does indeed look like the blue Kachina, folks. Or it could be absolutely anything. But it's not space debris, because the recording and also the telescope prove it is multiple astronomical units far out there deep in space. Please leave a message below the video of what you think this could be. Thank you very much for watching this broadcast, and big respect to every single one of you. Have a pleasant weekend. From Skywatcher, Matt Rogers.